Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are the three wise pet pros coming to you this Wednesday, talking about something that everyone has. And I mean everyone. So, before we get started, I'd like to introduce myself, Miss Nicole. I am your resident breeder, 24/7 breeder, and in home pet boarder. Not just pet boarder, in home dog boarding. I don't want anybody to get that twisted. Yes. We also have Miss Vet Tech Tony, our vet tech extraordinaire, our dog walker, and all, excuse me, all
Whoa.
things fur and more than two legs. Let's say that.
Yes, ma'am.
Tech Tony, welcome, welcome. And then last but not least, we have Dr. Tanera, our mobile veterinarian. And uh,
That's it.
that's it. Because I was going to
That's
say
it.
something else. All righty. But we
Yeah.
are here with our mission, which is to educate about all things pet. We don't make any health claims, we don't claim to know everything. And we also want to learn from our viewers because our viewers may know some things. Well, we know that they know some things that we don't always know. We're not always privy to. So we learn a lot from you guys as well. So we are here to share knowledge because sharing is caring. And I am going to pass this on to Miss VetTech Tony so she can
Yes.
tell us about our topic that is near and dear to all of us.
Yes. So tonight, us three Wise Vet Pros, we're going to be talking about something that we all have, even when it comes to our animals. Actually, some animals have something else called scales, but tonight we're going to be talking about animals and the skins they live in. Lots of different variations of topics and thought processes can, like, what are we going to talk about? So we're not just talking about dogs and cats tonight because there are a lot of animals, a lot of reptiles and fish and frogs that have a covering, a body, their coat, their how do you want to say it? Their
Yeah.
clothing, their protection. And so we're just gonna jump right in here and talk about that. I know I'll go ahead and start. Actually, yeah, want me go ahead and start, T?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and start. Just kind of put a little thought out there as a question. So there are two organisms that don't have skin. Well, they have skin. How do I want to say that question? Maybe I should read the question, trying to revise a question that I'm looking at already. That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
The two organisms which breathe only through the moisture of their skin. So if do we have anybody watching us? So I didn't even check for that first before I went and asked that question. But there are two organisms that breathe through their skin. So that's the thought of how I'll bring that back up in a little bit. But Tanera, do you have a thought process in regards to skin
Yeah,
and animals?
I do. I do. One of the things I think about with skin has to do with the animal's environment. That's got to be one of the most crucial
Mm.
aspects of figuring out, why they have this kind of skin that they do have. That Tech Tony just mentioned, fishes and birds and animals that live. So like one of the best ways to really figure out and decide, even if you don't know what the animal it is at all, looking at its habitat, looking at its climate, its environment is going to give us those clues into what they're protecting themselves from, or are they trying to blend in? Are they trying to is the weather harsh that they need some protection? So I would say, these environmental factors are going to affect animals a big time. Let's see if we take an example of, well, we could talk about reptiles and birds. Reptiles and birds, they have very similar skin. We always call them kind of like dinosaurs or something, right? Because they got that reptilian skin, and it's like from centuries ago, and it's a holdover and the evolution. And even though these animals have evolved, bird skin, on their legs and reptiles and all that stuff, it's stuck around. It's pretty hardy skin. If you've ever felt, these big birds, these raptors, and even just smaller birds like parakeets and stuff, they've got that tough skin. It's really hard to, break that skin or anything like that. And it also heals up pretty well. And, that's another good thing about skin. I'm going to pass on to Ms. Nicole is some of their healing qualities. I know in general, skin tends to heal up pretty quickly, I think. What do you think, Nicole?
Yes, skin does tend to heal up on its own. Regenerative, did I say that? I got to get ready for school. Jeez. Regeneration, skin regeneration. Yeah, so when we have a scratch on our skin has the ability to heal itself. It's always so fun when I talk to my students too, when we're talking about the organs of the body. And when I tell them that the skin is the largest organ that we have, they're like, it's not an organ. But yes, it is an organ. One of the things that I learned this week when we were thinking about our topic and doing our research was that stingrays, their skin, as cool as they are, I know when we go to those aquariums and we use our 2 fingers and touch them like that. Yeah, their
3 fingers here.
skin. Really?
We use 3 fingers here because it's the
Oh,
three
okay.
black pepper.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got to get ready for school. That totally went over my head.
I
Right.
know.
Let's use 3 fingers here. Right. But their skin is it can be used after they do a process called tanning. They can use that stingray skin to make watch bands, um, wallets, and even parts of furniture and some sword handles. I thought that was pretty cool because when I think of a sword handle, I don't think of it as a skin type. And I'm not sure, so I don't really want to say it, but there's one animal whose skin is used to make waterproof material, waterproof like maybe shoes or garments or something that's waterproof. It might be the stingray.
I thought you said that was a stingray.
Yeah, I think so.
Like that would be one. I mean, that kind of goes into if you're using it for watch bands. I'm thinking like sports watches. You can go swimming in them.
Yeah.
We got a couple of comments here. First of all, let's say hello to Robert Crazy Air Holmes.
Hello, Robert.
Crazy Air Holmes.
I know I didn't say it like that. Hey, Kayla Burns, how you doing? Then you've also got a Diggs BTW7.
Okay, well,
welcome, Diggs.
Oh, that's from Switch.
Hey, all right.
And then Robert said they use it as food graters in Japan too. Food graters?
Stingray? Okay.
I think so. What does that mean? Like they grate it? Just dried skin? You don't have to explain that.
Maybe like I love when we are like trying to figure out what that like it's like we're playing Jeopardy.
Yeah, like
they use it for food grater.
Food grater.
Graders in Japan too. I'm sure he's gonna put the answer and he's usually on it. He's
Yeah.
probably typing it right now. Like no. Here comes the answer.
I know. He's had to tell us no a few times, like no. Let me see. They use it for wasabi and ginger.
They use
what?
What?
Like what? Like what? Are you talking about?
They use the stingray, leather.
Yeah, tell us what you're talking about.
Or if they are grating the wasabi and the ginger. You don't grate wasabi.
I thought wasabi was a nut.
Oh, wasabi. Yeah.
Ginger was it. Yeah. So yes. You're going to have to explain that one a little bit more. Just type in.
Yeah.
Type in.
Get it in there.
Got to explain yourself. Stingray skin. They use it inside of wasabi and ginger and grate it.
So here it is. I've been eating just wasabi and ginger, and I've been eating grated stingray skin. Is
Well,
that
you
what you're
know,
telling me?
maybe that's why the wasabi has such a sting to our tongue. That makes sense. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for that.
Don't get her started
You
That
get a
on.
thank you for
second.
that. Because it really burns, Kayla. It really burns, Kayla. Yeah. Um,
Ah, yes, honey. I love it.
oh my
Oh
I
goodness.
yes,
love it. Let me see. What other banners do we have? Tony, you want to talk a little bit about this?
the
Oh,
elefante. Um, so that was actually a post that we had earlier this week. Talking about elephant skin in regards to, now that's I said, though controversial, definitely, like if someone told me anything that I was eating some elephant, I would be really, really upset. Um, but that elephant skin has been used in herbal ointments, or used as a herbal with an oil as an ointment for healing of eczema. That was our, I actually learned that from my teacher, Miss Nicole. Please.
oh, so you're saying they could take the elephant skin, grate it up, and put it into an ointment and mix it up and make it into an ointment that's good for eczema?
Isn't that what you
Yes,
correct, Miss Nicole?
yes, ma'am. That is correct.
Ooh.
So we got to be thinking a lot about. That just got me think. Well, I know I need to think a lot about. I mean, if he's like for real, like if dried stingray is grated up, how many other things are grated up and dried up and
Mm.
Yeah,
put to different things that we're consuming? So I'm all about the healing process and the nature process of things at work, because I mean multi-purposing, because I know a lot of people probably don't eat meat, but then you have like leather, what you know, like from beef, seals. That would probably be a controversial one
yeah,
because nobody's eating seal. Well, I'm not. Um, but all these different skins and the uses of what the animal can provide, not just the skin, like not just killing it like an elephant for its
right,
ivory.
right.
Um, it's like a deeper side to the animals and the skin that they live in. Like, some of these animals are becoming extinct because of the minimal use that people are using them for.
Yeah,
So, um, I know one animal that I had to do a little bit in the research process was the lion. Um, and I was like, the lion and its skin that it lives in, and how thick its skin is. For one, like its skin is very thick. I mean, I can only imagine if a lion could take down, actually can take down an elephant if it's not too big. Um, what is the other not an antler? That's the actual thing that's on the
the gazelle.
gazelles. Like,
Yeah,
yes. So like if they can take them down, and the gazelle can run fast. So like taking it down and swiping it down, but let's say a tiger and a tiger, or a lion and a tiger, a bear and a tiger. I mean a bear and a lion, that mane that it has, something that it can attack its throat, is that not only is its skin really thick, but that mane is dense and thick. So like in the biting of it, if someone was trying, like the jugular, the veins that can like one poke and you're gone,
yeah.
um, that that helps protect him. And even with the female lion, it's the same concept. Though we can't see the mane isn't as big, but even on the female, like through that neckline there, it's a thick, dense fur that helps protect
Okay.
their skin and their neckline.
Absolutely. And I've had an opportunity to see up close and personal with a certain animal and their skin, and it would be, this is a skin. Someone put it in the chat. This is a skin This is an animal that the skin is used for big, huge entertainment here in this country and a lot of countries. For entertainment and athleticism. Who put it in the chat? Who knows what I'm talking about?
I like when Doc asks questions that literally I'll be like, I'm gonna say if I put the answer in first.
Let me see. I'm looking over here online and see if there's nothing in this comment.
I think I know.
I'm on TNT Facebook page.
No, TNT. Okay, I'm in the group. Okay, so nobody? Dang.
I think I know though.
Well, if no one in the chat knows, we're gonna have to. Ooh, let me see. We got something in the chat.
Right. I hope it's what I'm thinking.
He said he didn't see it. He's cooking. She didn't show us nothing. She just said something.
Yeah, no. The quiz is. It's the type of this next animal we're gonna talk about. Its skin is used for big, huge entertainment and athleticism here in this country.
I think I know.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Nicole, what do you think?
Is it the pig skin for football?
Yes.
Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. At first I was thinking basketball, but nah. It's interesting that you bring up the pig skin because I did learn that pig skins can be used for burn victims and they can also be used for hernia repair, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is cool. That goes to the fact that pig skin is very similar to human skin, and we can use it in a lot of things. I mean, we use heart valves, all that stuff. Even some like vaccinations and things, like from pigs, or is that mostly cows and chickens? Something else. But anyway,
I think pork is too, because I know some religions won't do vaccines because of the pork that's in pork.
Okay, and the thimeroso. Yep. So pigs. Had the chance to work with them in the army. We would the human doctors would come down and practice various surgical techniques as if it was their comrades, give them a chance to practice before going overseas. And the pigs, a variety of skin they could practice using laparoscopic techniques, meaning using a little microscope and just putting it in and having minimal cutting, just like in humans, as well as full open, abdominal skin. The skin, like Miss Nicole said, can be used in a lot of human aspects for burn victims and all kind of grafts. And I think eyes, different parts of organs can be used. Pigs are amazing, and they are super intelligent. Like, you said they transplanted pig hearts in coma patients. Yes, yes, Mr. Robert Crazy Air Holmes. That's right. Pigs are used in so many ways. So very exciting. Let me see what other animals we've got here. Maybe one of you could talk a little bit about this.
Meow, meow.
Tony.
So dogs and cats, kind of like how earlier when you were speaking in regards to environment. So there are different breeds of dogs. I always say I'll pick one word and just keep saying it over and over again, but it fits. So in regards to different environments that dogs and cats live in, you can think about, say, like the husky. It is bred or known to live in colder climates. So we won't talk about that too much, but if you have a husky here in Michigan or anywhere in the U.S. this time of year, you know that you need to be very careful so they don't overheat. Okay, I just had to say that. That was from last week. But the density of their coat, and then like even myself having a German Shepherd is more of a European dog. Yeah. So they dogs that have that thick undercoat, and then you have these dogs that don't have any fur at all. I don't know where
Ooh,
those are from, but um, and cats that don't have any fur. Did I say any skin at all?
I think you may have.
I think I did.
Ah!
I was like, I had to. That didn't flow right. So yes, they don't have any fur at all. They have skin. They have skin. It's holding everything in. But so yeah, so the different breeds of dogs and cats based on the environment they live in, that we need to um, make sure that we're applying the right environment for them to be comfortable.
You know those one cats, those hairless cats, they
Yeah.
look so wild to me. Like,
Me too.
They look like a
wow.
little Chinese. Never mind, not that
Oh
little.
yeah, don't say that
They,
either. They,
they,
oh gosh.
they
Those
from the movie. That I can't think of the. Was it? I think it's a cartoon or animated, and they use like it's a cat.
Probably, yeah. A lot of anime has cats.
Okay, so maybe like I'm thinking that the skinless cats and dogs, are they from the, again, the European, the warmer side of the European country, like in Asia?
I thought the hairless cats were like Egyptian, but maybe that's just the whole like
Eurasian thing, like
say
that.
I,
Well,
anywho,
just like all our pets, they are adapted to different parts of the country based on people wanting that breed, no matter where they live at. Like cattle dog is a farm dog. Um, and when I look at them, sometimes I think of like I'd really be thinking they look like wild dogs sometimes.
the I just looked up the hairless cat, the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm.
The Sphinx cat originated in Canada.
Okay,
That's surprising.
I wouldn't have guessed that one at all.
no.
I wouldn't have either.
A, B, C, and D in Canada would have been crossed off because I'd have been like, no, it's not Canada.
Exactly, exactly. They said that that hairless cat, the Sphinx, results from a naturally occurring recessive genetic mutation, and it was developed through crossbreeding with short-haired cats to create a healthy, broad gene pool. Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
If you say so. So far tonight we're talking about animals and the skin they're in. We talked a little bit about reptiles and birds and how similar their skin is on their legs and on the body. Very rough, tough, and protective. We talked about elephant skin that which none of us knew that when it was crushed up and crunched into some ointment, it can be used to treat eczema. I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe that could have helped me with my little itchy legs when I was growing up. But hopefully, things are done humanely, meaning the animals are already passing away because we here at the Three Wise Pet Pros, we don't condone any of that, poaching and all of
No,
that
not at
stuff.
all.
We're not with it, not at all. Um, Tony was talking to us about dogs and cat skin. The different breeds really play a role. Are they water animals? What's their environment? Really important to know what their skin environment is going to be like. And then lastly, we talked about pig skins because pigs are so similar to humans. They're used a lot in medical techniques and procedures, and we're very lucky to have them. We can't just go around cutting off human skin. Okay. um, aunt, auntie, could I get some of your skin for my, because I got burnt. Can I borrow some of your skin? No, you can go down the street and get that pig skin though, son. So,
Good evening, Paul. Paul has joined us this evening.
hey,
Hello.
Paul. Yes, yes, it's great to see you. So, okay, so I know we've got another thing that we're gonna hop on in a minute. Tony, would you mind taking us out tonight?
Yes, yes. No, 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 I don't mind. All right. So the Three Wise Pet Pros, we come to educate, entertain, and learn. I think we did a little bit of that because I was entertained, educated, and I
Yes.
know that I shared some information as well. So I think all three of us fell into that. But we hope you did as well. So Three Wise Pet Pros, if you are watching this video, hashtag replay. Also, like, and share our page and our group. We have an ongoing contest in the group because we have a nice surprise. We have a nice surprise. I'm telling you. I think I might have to invite me 3 people and see about getting that prize. I don't qualify.
You silly.
But that being said, 3 Wise Pet Pros, check us out next Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you.
Ladies, signing out.
See
3
you
Wise
next
Pet Pros.
weekend. See you next Wednesday.